In Android Basics this week, we're going to talk about the Google Assistant. I suspect this doesn't need much introduction, but essentially the Google Assistant is the artificial intelligent assistant that lets you control your phone by your voice, whether that's seeking pieces of information, playing songs, opening apps, or generally manipulating your phone. We're going to have a bit of an in-depth segment this week, and each of us will show you different things in terms of setting it up, what it can do, and all the rest of it. Now, I'm going to show you how you can get in to train the Google Assistant to recognize your voice. You're going to want to do this, you'll get more accurate results, and obviously it means that you're the one best able to talk to the Google Assistant. Now, I've raised my talkback volume for the purposes of this demo, and one of the ways to get in to change this setting might cause us a problem not dissimilar to the one that Anna described. So you can get to the Google Assistant settings essentially by invoking the Google Assistant. If I do that, though, the Google Assistant's listening, it will hear talkback because I've raised it to 65%, and it might randomly trigger some things. So if that happens, I think you should go into this way anyway because it's a bit quicker, but I'll tell you a second way to get to the voice match, which is essentially the voice training settings, so that I can show you it, but that won't have this problem. So there are two ways to activate the Google Assistant. You can do it by voice, by saying OK or hey, followed by the word of the very famous search engine. Or what I'm going to do for the purposes of this, I'm going to double tap and hold on my home button. And once I've done that, to bring up the assistant, I'm going to look for the Google Assistant menu, which will open the settings. I'll see how far TalkBack and Google Assistant's voice activation let me get in doing that.
Home button. Assistant. Assistant. Hi, how can I help? Google Assistant menu button. Assistant settings. 0% progress bar out of list.
So we're now in the Google Assistant settings. I'm going to just navigate the screen in the normal way, and we'll find the voice match facility.
Edit box. Search settings. Navigate up button. More options button. Edward Green. Manage your Google account button. Your data, the assistant button. Popular settings. Heading. Voice match. Teach your assistant to recognize your voice. Double tap
Voice match. This is where you want to go.
Assistant settings. Navigate up button. More options button. Voice match. Heading. Teach your assistant to recognize your voice. This phone. Hey Google. Access your assistant anytime. But you say Hey Google even if your screen is off or you're using your favorite apps. On. Switch for Hey Google. Voice model. Retrain the assistant to recognize your voice.
And that's where you would go to retrain the assistant to recognize your voice, or indeed to train it if you haven't got a Google account and it hasn't pulled down the voice model from other devices. A few tips here. Do use headphones for this. You could have TalkBack on a low setting, but when training the voice model, I think it's better if you connect a headset. It will walk you through various steps to retrain your voice. You'll have to say hey and okay several times. It might ask you also to say some other things, but that is where you would go to retrain or to train indeed the voice model.